Welcome back, everybody. We are going to do our usual daily recap on gold, Bitcoin, and EuroDollar as usual. Today, of course, is the day 8th of September, and we're going to start from gold. Okay, this is on the hourly time frame from the analysis of the morning. We were looking for a breakout either on the upside of this sort of order block being created, these highs mostly, or even a retest here, but we wanted to be careful that if price reach 1803 level here without breaking it out, we could have taken high risk, high reward sells here. What we saw actually was exactly this one. We saw some ranging, push up, liquidity grab, and then continuation down for like 200 pips total, and then bouncing and then ranging again. Let's go on the 1 minute to see what actually happened today. As you can see, starting from the morning, we were in pre-London, ranging and slowly testing and revisiting 1795 key level, giving a small push up like 20 pips, reacting at the previous lower high, again trying to break below 1795 with no actual result. Then what we see, if already we are thinking about buying the bounce of 1795, we had a break and a retest on the dot. This, after all this rejection here, this might be is the setup that I usually look for entry, break and retest, move above, revisit and retesting this, not exactly on the dot, this previous PSA, not on the dot, but never closing below and creating a flat body support of the candles. Continuation up, and then the making new high almost at 1803, 1801, 1801.5. So already giving you a risk reward entry and safer entry. Here. Then what we see is price ranging, reacting again in this previous resistivity area on the left hand side. Then okay, we are ranging and always okay, ranging but always staying above this PSA, these previous lows, but still not showing buyer strength that might give you a signal the strength necessary to go at least revisit 1803. As you can see, very low volume through almost full London session, hours of nothing. Up until in pre-London we have some spike, reacting again at these previous highs, trying again, a reaction here, not even going and revisiting the level, just falling short. But then we see slightly at New York Open, a push above, a retest of this PSA, and another very bullish momentum with safer entry. trying to break above every test 1803, but falling short at 1802.1, and then giving you the rejection that we were looking for from the pre-London session and analysis. Here you can see, okay, like this, perfect. You see very aggressive rejection, giving you a possible entry and a break and retest below these previous lows, with a reaction at this PSA, but still always creating lower highs and lower lows. Then breaking below the key level, the new 4-hour candle makes a top wick, a lower wick, and gives you 30 pips scalps, because it gives you a break and retest of the key level, like this one. Break, retest, and then a short-lived but still scalp, at least to revisit. You put your target at least here, but then you see a very strong reaction, and this was indeed validated as a top week of the new hourly candle, with a push below during New York Stock Exchange open. Yeah, okay. And then we see the continuation of the bearish trend, giving you a break and a retest of the key level, and then very aggressive moves due to the this headline that I'm going to talk about it, with a very huge sell-off up until 1783, giving you price favorable entry, Iris level entry, and safer entry. Yeah, the report headline news was this one, mainly this one. Yellen says the outcomes, the cash and the extraordinary measure, so the unemployment benefits, will be exhausted during October, meaning that people will have to go back to work to have some money and not just rely on the stimulus anymore, which is not an official tapering talk, but is indeed something that is bullish for the dollar. Then we see some reaction, break, retest of this previous high. Very nice. Here it's already after London close. Break, retest of this previous high. Giving you a nice bullish push to revisit exactly 1795, which is an intraday PSA, as you can see, but is an historical key level. And from there, you have the sort of ranging that we are now between those 1789 and 1795 and 1789 was below the key level 1789. I gave now 1 minute retest, and this is it for gold. Okay, we're going now on Bitcoin. As you can see, on the morning we were creating another block above the key level, very important PSA 47-ish price level. We were expecting a retest of these previous highs and a possible or strong bullish confirms or the rejections, which we see that happen. And as you can see, we had a dip below 46 flat here, even below the key level 45 to 50, and then a revisit with failure to break above these previous lows. Let's go on the 1 minute. As you can see, we have our PPLs charted. So this was at 8 a.m. The previous highs were at 11 here, 47,500. So was before, was here, 47,500. There will be a retest of the in the morning. 47,300. Might be the different feed. Oh yeah, on this feed there was not the liquidity grab. We always stayed below this level. So let's jump back on the 1 minute. Sorry for this one. Okay, there you go. This is now from the morning, from around 8 a.m. As you can see, we're starting with the range at top of the PPL 46,750, break below, retest this PSA, continuation down, retest again of this high, again, and then give you very nice and aggressive bearish move, revisiting and retesting the PPLs and melting, taking advantage of the gold dollar strength that we saw also on gold, even much aggressive till PPL 44,500. So from over 46 we went down like more than 200 pips, 25, 50, 100, yeah. But then we saw immediately strong correction, very strong. We see, yes, we see a break and retest, but then like 100 pips in a couple minutes, continuation up, correcting the whole move, giving you many different entries at the PPLs, here, reacting at each PPL, then creating a double bottom, here, and if you look on the left, where did it react? At this PSA, you see a double top, see a short-lived, almost 50 pips pullback, reacting at the PSA on the left hand side, and then you see another bullish run. Yeah. You see some ranging. Reaction at the PPLs, and then last touch of the key level and PPL 46,500, give you an impulsive bearish move, reacting at this PSA on the left, and an equally aggressive bullish move, making new highs. Then again, this is the craziness of Bitcoin. Break retest of the PPL, continuation below, again, pull back until the PSA, and then making a new lower low, but still reacting on the left, starting more than a lower low, still reacting at this price over here. And from there, yes, we see some bullish action because we see a break and a retest, and then continuation up 75 pips. We see a consolidation period between the PPLs. This was a very dense PSA, as you can see. Another double bottom, giving you another opportunity. Break and retest of the PPL. Break and retest of the PPL. And then making another new high, 50-60 pips easily. And then ranging till now. Yeah, again, yes, 50 pips, as you can see. 50 pips move for Bitcoin is ranging. It's not anything special. Let's chart some entries. So here we got some risk-relevant entry, safer entry, safest entry, and then here we had entry. This is already after 75 pips. Safer entry. And we put this one as a medium risk. And this one is the safest entry, because here you can see on the left hand side we are creating a, I didn't put it out, we are creating exactly on the dot, creating a reaction at the same exactly price point. This one is awful, we don't care. And we got, this is almost untradeable. You have the safe medium risk entry, safer entry, here I was talking about the break and retest. To end up the day. So this is it for Bitcoin. And okay, last but not least, we're going to do our EuroDollar pair. As you can see here, we started in pre-London above the key level with a clear break below and some quick possible scalps on the downside. We are still in pre-London. We're coming into, this is the Eurozone open, giving you some rejection, giving you a dip below, but then as you can see, as always, gives you a break and a retest, push up, reaction on these previous lows, but then slowly but still going above the key level and creating a new high. This high is very short-lived because, as you can see, got immediately corrected, but it gives you a break and retest of the PSA, to scale in, break and retest here of these previous lows, continuation down, retest of this PSA, again reaction in the same exact price here, and then continuation down to make new lows here, using taking advantage of the dollar strength as we saw in many pairs. Here again a nice when expected pullback, falling short, but as you can see here we react at these previous highs. We create a flat candle body support, and then we see some bullish action. Yes, for a long period of time in another block being created, which is not very bullish. But if you took the high risk reward entry, you have no reasons to close because we are still above the PSA. Yes, we are reacting at these previous highs, but it's perfectly normal. You don't have any bearish, any only bearish sided or bearish imbalance. Break above, what you want to see, what you want to see buyers stepping in. Obviously, you have to be conscious about this PSA on the left, and you see reaction, but still, yes, very slowly, but making a new high towards all New York. Yeah, and we got on high risk entry 17, almost 12, 13 pips, and we react exactly not at this last low, but at the previous PSA. That you should already have on the chart. From there you see a very aggressive bearish candle, retesting this PSA, breaking below these lows, unexpected reaction. So this one was below here, expected reaction on the left at this PSA, very aggressive pullback, but still failing to make new highs or creating new higher lows, and then giving you a push on the downside. Not enough momentum because what we see is a double top being created at this last high, and a continuation down bearish with again a very clean, very clean retest of this double top leg. Very clean, very common as we saw on gold and on many other pairs. And then a last push below, and it gave you like 10 pips, 14 or 4, 12 pips. Very nice, with a very simple setup from here, break and retest. Then you see another block being created this low, break, retest, continuation up here, break and retest, making his way up, reacting at this PSA on the left. Stuck. But still, as you can see, creating a flat candle body support, these previous highs, actually, and still slowly, but as happened here, as it happened here, slowly but still creating higher lows and higher highs. Yes, there's a big PSA on the left hand side, so you have to be cautious. But this is not gold that melts 100 pips in 1 second. Okay. So you have, if you enter here, if you enter above here, you still have a lot of time to trade, to manage your trade. You see buyers breaking above, break and retest, and again going to revisit these previous highs on the left hand side. Exactly on the dot. Yeah. And then you see a reaction, a pullback, still reacting at these previous lows and this PSA. And again, very slowly, giving you a safe entry here. Slowly giving you some pips, but still reacting at this PSA. So let's chart up the entries. Minimum risk entry. Risk entry. Medium risk entry. Safer entry. Then on the bullish side, then safer entry. Medium risk entry. Which was above here. You can see the retest. Again, taking advantage of dollar strength. Forward entry. New entry. Okay, giving you all the opportunities in, as you can see, very, very friendly day. Not much consolidation. It happened on Bitcoin. So very, very nice to take scalps on EuroDollar. So this is it for today. I'll see you guys later on or tomorrow.